Hello, Valery.
Hello, Mohamed.
How are you?
Same old.
Everything is fine?
Yeah, it seems so.
How was your work?
Well, work is fine.
How was your kids?
Well, my son is doing great.
Okay. Okay, Valery, do you know our topic is very interesting today. About gossip. Hello, Oksana. Evgeny, how are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
Good, everything is fine. Oksana, hello? Hello, Oksana. Okay, Valery. Would you like to start?
Yeah, so what should I start with?
Okay, tell me what you think about gossips. Do you like gossip?
Of course I don't.
Yes, for sure.
I think
people they don't like gossip.
That's a negative thing, and well, I sometimes I think that nobody can be exception, and all of us are involved in gossip and disseminating rumors from time to time, and we sometimes do that involuntarily, not realizing ourselves. And I think, well, I hate gossip, but I'm not sure that I've never done this in my life. So I think that we try to do our best to avoid taking part in gossip and disseminating rumors. Well, so and of course I hate when people gossip about me, for example. Of course, it's out of question.
1 second, Valery. 1 second. Hello, Oksana. I can't hear you. Hello, Mikhail.
Hello.
Luba.
Hello, Mohamed. Hello to everybody. I'm fine, thank you. I'm great, and you?
Okay, Alexander.
Hello.
Okay, Valery. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Just please continue.
I have not so much to say. So maybe someone else will share his ideas about gossip and rumors. So I think that I have expressed my point of view.
Yes, I think. Okay, Oksana, do you hear us? But I can't hear you. Okay. Luba?
Can you repeat the question? What was it?
What?
What was the question?
What you can say to us about gossips and rumors?
In general, you mean in general? So, gossips. It's something that people are doing behind our backs, so to say. And probably it is natural for humans to gossip about somebody, especially, I suppose, especially for women. Yes, I wouldn't say that it's so bad, or sometimes yes, it can harm to somebody because it it causes some lies. I mean, gossips. It causes, yes, it causes some lies, and it can harm to someone.
Okay. That's it.
That's it. Yes, in general.
Alexander.
In general, I don't like gossip and what else? But if it's too boring and I can't to get any information, I would like to listen to some gossip maybe.
Okay.
It's better than nothing sometimes.
Okay. There's one person, team. Is it right?
Team is only heroes because of
It's a spy.
Okay.
It's a spy from the Kremlin.
Yeah.
So be careful. Try
No,
to be
we
careful.
don't have anything to hide. We're not politics people. We're not terrorist people. We have nothing to be afraid of. Okay, Oksana, do you like to share with us something? I can't hear you. Okay. So let's start with it. Like, for sure, gossips, it's about not only people speaking behind your back, it's also people speaking between each other about some other people. It's not exactly like you, on you. So some of them, they speak about uh, how the colleagues, they behave with them in work. They're speaking about their bosses. Some of them are speaking about their boyfriend, or and vice versa. Uh, People, they speaking about their girlfriends, something like this. So gossips, it's like two types, like in a good way and some other in a bad way. Bad way for sure when the people, they're speaking behind your back with the bad manners. Like I'm telling something, some situation that happened with me in my work, but I'm overreacting about this guys that I'm speaking about. Like if they did something wrong, I'm giving more. I'm making a show for this to make the situation worse, to make the listener be very attentive to me, to listen to me more and more, and to be careful when he listening to me, to take attention for the people. Like I'm saying, do you know, Valeria, what's happened today? Blah blah blah. Some guy, he did something wrong, or he was speaking in such way, or something like that. So this is the gossip in the bad manner, like speaking behind people backs, but in bad way. Other type, it's like you telling something, some situation, but you saying it in very funny way. Like you laugh from some people, but you don't know them, and they don't know you. You're just sitting with your friend in some cafe or something, and in the other table, some other people they're sitting, and they're doing or they're behaving in such way or they're acting in such way, and you just reacting and you're laughing from them or you're speaking about them. This is also, it's called gossips, but not in a good way, not in a bad way. Okay. We have some little question about this. Okay. First of all, Valerie, do you, when you have your colleagues in your work and they start to gossip about some other people, would you like to hear this and to continue this conversation, or what it will be your react?
Sorry, I just couldn't hear your question very well. May you repeat, please?
Okay, I'm saying to you, you are sitting at work and some of your colleagues, they start to speak about some other people, like to gossip, and they start to speak in a bad way, or they showing his bad way. So would you like to continue this talk with them, or what it will be your react?
Well, it depends on the person they are discussing, and it depends on my personal attitude to that person. Well, what's that noise? So, I mean that, yeah, as you said, there are different kinds of gossip. Gossip can be in a joking way, and actually it's not so harmful, you know, and just to raise your spirit. And as Alexander mentioned, when you feel bored, you can have a chat and discuss someone. Well, actually it's unavoidable at work. Of course, people like discussing each other and sharing their opinions about somebody. And people, from time to time, people like making jokes about somebody. So in this case, I see no great harm in taking part in that kind of gossip. Well, so these are just talks, you know. No one can prohibit people. No one can prevent people from talking, from chatting, and discussing each other. What is important in gossip and disseminating rumors, that you shouldn't take actions against people with such bad attitude, and they can do their job quite well, and some people don't stand this competition, and they start painting them in black color, and of course they try to disseminate bad rumors about them and to injustice. And if you join them in being unaware, for example, of course that's really bad. Then afterwards you may feel sorry that you took part in that you know, unjust campaign against somebody at your work, for example. Well, so yeah, it will depend on who they are discussing and in what way they are discussing. Yes, if it's just in a friendly, joking way, why not to gossip a little bit? If they mean to do something, if they mean to take some actions against that person, so I mean to go from talking to actions, of course I wouldn't like to take part in that campaign. So I'd rather shun away, stay aside, or maybe I will say my negative remark about it. So it's really dependable. It depends on many factors.
Mm-hmm. It depends about the situation that you're for.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Luba.
Mm-hmm.
You are sitting with your friends and your colleagues at work, for example, and they start to gossip about some other person. So what it will be your react? You will continue with them, or you didn't like it, and what it would be your react?
If the person about whom they are they gossip, yes, about them. If this person isn't doesn't present, probably I wouldn't to take part in this discussion. But if I hear that people lie about him something or say bad words, and this person is really good, I will protect him, so to say. Probably, yes, I will to say something. Sometimes people speaking about one person who isn't so good. Yes, there are different situations. Probably, yes, I will discuss, but not in a rude way.
And what else?
What else? But frankly speaking, I don't like to gossip about a person whom I know, because it happens very often so that my acquaintance, they speak about someone, and other day they speak with this another person about me. They can speak, so it's not so good. I would like mostly to gossip about some famous people. That's I like doing this, and I don't see anything bad in this.
Okay.
To gossip about.
Alexander? Alexander is not here. Okay. Let's try about other question. Vanilla, do you think that sometimes this gossip, it can be useful or it will be worthless?
Well, sometimes there is gossiping. For example, if you're new at work and being in gossip, taking part in gossip might be useful for you, because thus you can get some information about your new colleagues, and you can get some other information about your boss, for example, what he likes, what you should avoid in order not to have any problems with him. So what else? Well, yes, sometimes gossiping is really useful. Yeah, but you shouldn't cross some limits, you know, some borders of being reasonable in gossiping. Yes, and then you shouldn't, of course, you shouldn't again go from she words to taking some active actions against somebody who was gossiped.
Okay.
That's my idea.
Luba? Do you think that this gossip sometimes it can be useful or worthless?
Sometimes, yes, of course, it can be useful, because in such way we can get some necessary information about person from others people, from their, so to say, from their experience. Yes, in this case, yes, it's very useful. Yes, for instance, I know it's not so good to gossip about our boss, or someone like like ahead of about us. But yes, it is useful to know what for a person he or she is, because we have like a distance between us and yes, in this case I would like to know about him or her more, or vice versa. For instance, if we came one employer, we should also to know about him.
Mm-hmm.
Who is he or she?
Like a newcomer.
Sorry?
Newcomer at work.
New what?
Newcomer.
Newcomer. Ah, newcomer. Mm-hmm. It's clear now. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. Alexander also is not here. Okay. Do you think that your friends, they can gossip about you?
Mm-hmm. For me? Is this question for me? Ah, yes, I'm sure that they gossip about me, because most of them are girls, and I know that women like doing this, but I'm not against it. I used to try my friends, and I have nothing to hide, so to say. Let them be, yes. Let them gossip about
Let
me.
them gossip about you.
Yes.
Okay. Valery.
Well, actually, I don't care about if my friends gossip about me or not. Actually, I have got just one friend and quite many acquaintances. So I don't care, or I just don't pay attention to that. So I take it for granted. I guess that from time to time everybody takes part in gossip, and you can do nothing about it. So if you start worrying about it, then it's pointless. It will harm only you. So you should take it easy and take it for granted, because gossiping is unavoidable. Yes. What is important? What is more important if that gossip turns into again? I'm tired of saying this. Taking actions against you. Yeah.
Okay. For example, if you're saying that you don't care about people that they are speaking behind your back. Let's say that you figure out that people are speaking in bad way behind your back. What it would be your reaction? And you knew this.
You mean if I know that they speak behind my back? Yes. What is this? So if I get know that my friends, or not friends, my acquaintance, so to say, speak about me in a bad way,
Yes.
probably I would come to this person and ask him to say everything what he or she thinks about me, to say it to me, so to say frankly. Yes. If someone speaking about me whom I don't know, it wouldn't be. It doesn't matter for me, so to say. I don't know this person, and I will not waste my time to
react with this.
yes, of course, because I guess that people who lives with gossip, so to say, they haven't their own life, personal life, and they have nothing to do others only to discuss someone. So probably that's why.
Okay. Valery, the part of the question, you heard or you knew that your friend is speaking behind your back in a bad way. What you will react?
Well, I will have a conversation with him, and I would ask him to air his views, express his opinion in front of me. And then we will have an open conversation, and then I will make a decision of whether being his friend, staying his friend, or just canceling our friendship. But I have got only one friend, and I'm 100% sure of him, as we've been friends for about 20 years. So I don't have this dilemma, and I hope that I won't have such a dilemma. Yeah.
Okay. Do you know such a newspaper which you can say about it that it's gossip newspaper?
Yes, in Moscow there are a lot of yellow press magazines, newspapers, like The Day, and well, actually, frankly speaking, a few years ago, I was into reading, for example, the 7 Days magazine. Actually, it's quite a respectable magazine, and not so yellow like other newspapers The Day. So it's quite respectable. But of course, there are a lot of articles about personal lives of celebrities, and now I don't ever buy this magazine anymore. Maybe just for the sake of my mom, because she loves this magazine. But unfortunately, in my native town, Ulан-Ude, this magazine isn't sold. So when I go to my native town, I buy a stack of such magazines for several months, just to bring them to my mom. Yes, and as for celebrities, I'm not so. No, I'm interested in sometimes, of course, who dates, who, and but no, my main focus is on my own personal matters and my job. I'm focused on my family first of all, and I have now I have little time to dedicate my time to investigating and getting to know personal lives of celebrities. So, well, it happens rarely, quite rarely, and of course I can take a look at. Well, mostly I use the internet. When I surf the internet, of course I can enter Google and type something, yeah, getting some piece of information about some celebrities. Yeah, but it happens quite rarely. And it's associated with movie actors. For example, when I watch a movie, sometimes it strikes me who, if that actress is married, or if who she's dating, who she dated. So it's quite interesting to know about her personality. If you like, if this actress, if you're impressed with her, watching her play in a movie. Yeah, but that's not about gossiping, of course. That's just for your individual, personal knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, Luva.
So I totally agree with Valery, and I have just something to add, that without the mass media, without the mass media's help, celebrities wouldn't be so famous, so popular, and probably gossip about them is like a necessary, important part of their popularity, of their sometimes it's like a PR, I suppose it's in English the same, PR hot, I would like to say, PR step or something like that. So I read some information about famous people, and sometimes I don't know, must I believe this information or not, because yes, it happens very often nowadays that they just doing these PR steps, so to say, to make these celebrities more popular. And very often these yellow papers write very bad, cruel things about famous actors or singers, and that makes them only more loved or beloved.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay. The next question, it's about that people around you, they gossip about some people, and suddenly you found yourself in the trouble, you found yourself involved in this case, and they start to put you in a trouble. Valery.
What's the question?
Can you explain it more?
People, they gossip opposite to you, and suddenly they're speaking about one person is not existing, and with unexpected way you become involved in this situation, and you figure out that you will be in trouble if you will be part of it.
Mohamed, what do you mean under being in trouble? Like what?
Like your friends, they speaking about one guy, one of your friends. Is not he.
Being in trouble means that I will have some problem.
Yes. Without you get acquainted with this gossip, without even without even you take part of it. So, and these people, they will start to make for you problem, that they will put you involved in this situation. You get what I mean?
Not exactly.
No, not really.
Not really.
One more
it's
time.
Like,
one more time. Your friend speaking about other person. Okay? And suddenly they mentioned you in this gossip. they mentioned you opposite to your face. Okay? And suddenly you figure out that you will be involved in this gossip, and this, it will make for you trouble, problem, if you will be part of this gossip. How you will react with these people, that they will make for you problem without even you will feel.
What kind of trouble can it be?
Like right now I'm speaking with you, Valir. And
So, yeah, could you...
I will explain it to you. I'm speaking with you.
Yeah.
Me and you are sitting together, and Luba, she's sitting with other one, like she's sitting with Oksana. And we start to speak about Oksana, but Oksana, she's not listening to us. And suddenly Oksana, she left. And Luba, she's there alone. And we speaking about something, discussing me and you, something about Oksana, and we need Luba to be witness for something. Like, okay, Luba, come with us. I want to tell you something about Oksana. She left. And suddenly, it will be problem for Luba. You understand the situation?
Yes, but fortunately, I cannot remember such a situation in my life.
If you will be put in such situation, like people, they want you to be involved in some talk behind other person's back, and you don't want this because it will make you a problem.
Probably I would say these persons that I don't want to have anything common with them and with this situation that I don't want to discuss another one person, and yes, and that's all probably.
Okay, Valery, do you understand the question? Do you understand the situation?
Well, yeah, I did my best to understand that situation, but I realized that this situation is very unlikely to happen in my life. So, if I don't want to join some gossip and become a part of bad gossip about somebody, I won't join this at all. So, and then I won't be in trouble. Nobody can make me gossip, can make me join some gossip. Yeah. If I don't want this, I won't do this. What a big deal.
Okay. What you can say about the people that they like to speak and gossip and drama about other people? What you can say about them, and would you like to advise them or just to be far away from them? What you explain? Describe these people. Can you describe these people? That they like to speak all the time.
Well, naturally, those most of such people who are into gossiping are retired people. That's natural because they have nothing to do, and moreover, if they're lonely people, so they have they just sit on benches in the yard and discuss their neighbors. So that's gossip. But actually, it's not. It's harmless. I guess it's harmless gossip because they can't do anything actual against you, maybe. And my attitude to people who like gossiping is, of course, is negative. But at the same time, and I understand human nature. We're all liable to gossip about somebody from time to time. It's unavoidable, and we don't even realize that we do this. So, yeah, I've got quite flexible attitude to gossip, to people who like gossiping.
Okay, Nova?
So I have already mentioned that these people who live with gossiping, they probably haven't their own private life. And it can be also so that these people, they are either envious, or they probably they can enjoy somebody's trouble, so to say. If somebody has good luck, they get envious about this. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes, I understand.
I do.
Like, you mean that the people, they are not satisfied with themselves or with their lives, and they envy the other people's life, and they start to speak
Yes.
about it. And,
or vice versa, they can enjoy somebody's trouble. So they like to live with somebody's life.
Exactly.
Because they haven't their own one.
And yes, it's this thing. It's terrible, and it's like awful things that people is speaking behind your back or speaking about other people's lives. And unfortunately, it's not good at all. Sometimes it can be useful for you to know some information about other people, just to know their attitude, their reacts, what they're doing. It will be interesting for you for a while or for a little bit time, and then you will not react on this. Okay, do you think that people that they speak in gossip about other people, do you think that they have empty life, like even if they're working, even if they have their own life, if they have their own problems, do you think that they have empty mind?
Yes, Lubo has just mentioned that people who like gossip, there is a lack, there is a gap in their lives. They probably don't have their private lives, and what is left for them is gossiping about other people. So I agree that there is some gap in their lives, which they should fill, and they fill it in with gossip.
So about this gossip, it can be helpful or worthless. It depends about the situation. For example, if you are sitting at work and you're hearing something about your boss, or you're interested to hear some information about some other person, which people that they don't like, and you don't know this person, and in that case, if you will take a part of this gossip, like the people, they will put you in this situation, like Valerie, what do you think about Luba? She's not here, and she's just new newcomer to our department, what do you think? She's fine, or she's not fine? She's she understands our department. She understands our career. She's smart. She's something like this. So in that case, I can say my opinion. I don't know if she's fine or she's suitable for our work or not. But let's see her react, and we'll see. This is like part of the work gossip about person from his career, from his way of reacting in his tasks. Some other, it's between women and girls. It seems to be it's worthless and it's nothing to say about it because otherwise they are speaking about makeup, they're speaking about boyfriend or how they were behaving in some boyfriend or something like this. This is it's worthless and for sure it will not help for anything. You don't need to react on this. Some other gossips, it's about the neighbors, which I am facing every day. Every day in the morning, in the daytime, when I'm going out to my work, or when I'm coming back to my home, and when I'm going out, for example, I have really great neighborhood. They are old women, and they know everything about our building. And the most interesting that they are putting you and the pulling you to be involved in such situation. Like Mohammed, how are you? Come, why you're not sitting with us? Everything. It's nothing for me because they are very old women. They are speaking about all the neighbors. They know everything. They know everybody's life. One interesting situation it was with me like before yesterday. This woman, she's sitting and she saw me, Muhammad, why we didn't see you for a long time? One woman here, she was asking to fix her computer, and suddenly she knows that you are at work, and now she went to get rest to some other city, and she giving me her flat key to take care about her dog and her cat, and to prepare something like she know everything about her, which is bothering me. Like I don't know. These people they are empty. They have nothing to do. She's just leaving for this, as you said before, Luba. She have nothing to speak. She have nobody to speak with. Just only the entertainment way for her to sit outside of the house in the bench on the benches and to speak with all the people that they going in, coming out, and to complain about people, complain about kids. They have nothing to do. About people if they are speaking behind my back. And I knew this. The only way to react on this, if this person, you know him, and you know that he's speaking in very wrong way about you, you have to face him. And with the people that they spoke about you, you have to understand why he's speaking behind your back. Just in very polite way to at least to defend on yourself, because otherwise they will keep speaking about you and they will say bad words or they will make something very bad for your reputation for at least maybe in your neighborhood, maybe in your colleagues at work. The bad reputation, it's not good for the person. If, for example, you are at work and your colleagues are speaking about you because you are not clever enough than as them, they are more clever, they are more attentive for that task or something like this, and they're speaking behind your back. But it's not right, because everybody have his own task. Bad reputation, it would be very bad also in the neighborhood, because you are sitting and suddenly people, they saying to you that you are a bad woman, for example, or you are a bad man, which unacceptable, because you are living there and you're living in peace, you're living alone, you're doing everything alone. This is one. Second one, and the last one, when you are already sitting with your friends and they're speaking about some other person, and you know this person, and he's good, not bad, it's depend about the people and about the situation. Maybe you can depend on this person, which it will be the situation fine, and this guys or this woman, they will listen to you. It will be fine for you to be depends on this guy. But if you figure out that these people, they are speaking without any respect for anybody around him or around them, you don't need to react. Just be alone. Try to not be involved in the situation, because otherwise they will put you in trouble without even you feel, which is not right. Some other women, they are speaking about a new man they just meet. Sometimes it can be useful, because this woman, for example, she is single and she's speaking with her friend, she's like married,
Experienced.
Yes. You can get experience from this woman. Like you're speaking about this person just to take advice. And this is not bad. It's like asking for help or asking for advice. Also, it's the same for men. When he's speaking, for example, to his friends about some woman, he just met her and he don't know her, or he want to get acquainted with her, and he asking other people for advice on how to deal with her, how to behave with her. Such kind of gossips, it can be useful. I like sometimes to speak about our situation at work, not overreacting. Like, for example, we have a project manager for our company. He's behaving strange with us. He's behaving like he don't know us, and he not remember anything. If we had meeting, for example, last week, and we're discussing something about our project or our next week plan, he forgetting about it. And our meeting, it's online meeting through Skype.
Mm-hmm.
And when we are already listening to him, we are not in conference like in video cam, but we are start to laugh about his react. We start to send to each other in the private, like we are laughing from his way of speaking. We are laughing from his way of react, but for sure we're not showing this to him, because it's interesting. Like he asking, sometimes he can ask the same question in one meeting 3 or 4 times, and which is, it's very funny for us. and all of us were laughing from this, and we're muting our microphone, and we can't hold on laugh. This is about our project manager. Our clients, they are in America, in US, and there is such woman. She's a very old woman, and when she's laughing, you don't know this woman, she's drunk or she's normal. And after we finish our meeting with the clients, and she's part of this meeting, and when she like one person, when he's speaking about something or when he is explaining something, and she liked it so much, and she starts to complain, to make compliment for him in very closely way. She don't know this person. She don't. And after we finish our meeting, we're speaking about her, not in a bad way, but just for a funny way to express your mood, to change your mood, your character up after this meeting. Sometimes it can be happening. For sure, I don't like to do this openly, but it's suddenly like depend about situation. It's controlling you. But for sure, we have to be careful about this and to not be involved with any problems about any other people, and to speak, if we speak about some other people in a good way, we have to speak in a very good and very polite way. This is our topic today. It was very interesting, and it's already touching a lot of situation in our life. Thank you, Valeri, for your sharing, and thank you, Luba, for this night. And wish for all of you good, happy, good night. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you, Mohamed.
Bye bye.
Good night.
Thank you.
Bye.